The Colosseum was a place where the best of the best threw down to see who would be the last standing. Some contestants came from nothing, just to rise to the top. What if I started with the bare minimum in Elestrals, just enough packs to make a legal deck? I would clash with other casters with the eventual goal of winning a tournament. Every win would reward a single randomized pack to upgrade my deck, with other rewards along the way. Will I be the last caster standing? It's time to enter the Colosseum.
Welcome back, guys. Elestrals Colosseum episode 9. Happy to be here today with Ari. Got a couple games against them. Big shout out to them. I'll link their Twitter in the description. Go check them out. Couple games against them today. They go first, and they start out with the Astrabbit. So, Astrabbit lets you draw 3 off the top of your deck. Look at the 3, add 1 to hand, shuffle the other 2 back into the deck. Everyone knows what Astrabbit does at this point, but for those that don't, it's crazy. So I'll go ahead and add a card to hand there, and see what we can do here. I think we're 1-18 at this point, fresh off. Let's see, we got the Thunder Pity pack, which was actually pretty good for us. We did, let's see, lost 1 to Garrulous Servant in the last episode. Oh, and there we go. We see our first cast ever of the Astrabbit. So, like I said, fresh off that Thunder pack, we'll look at the top 3 cards of our deck, be able to add 1. This is going to, even though it's at 1 copy, give us some much better chances at getting some wins. So great to add it to the deck. But anyways, yeah, coming fresh off the loss from Garrulous, and then we got 2 more clashes today. So hopefully we can win one of these, get a new pack, get some new cards. We'll go ahead and cast out Golden Apples right here. Golden Apples, able to hit some cards out of their hands. They got 4 in hand right there. Trying to figure out what I want to pay with. They also set 1. I think I missed bringing that up earlier, but we'll pay with the Illuminate there. Also, I forgot in the last episode, I think I said I was going to cut the Illuminate. However, the Illuminate was one of the spirits that we actually opened in our pack opening, our initial pack opening, I believe. So the Illuminate actually stayed in, or I want to say we cut the Owloon. So yeah, just for clarification right there, I think it might have been edited in the last. Might have been something edited in the last video to clarify that, but anyways, just to bring it up. So we hit the Nobby out of their hand, and then they hit a Gaze and a PTA off the top of the deck. So, and then we discarded the Narpoon for the Golden Apple. So decent for us, get a card out of their hands, and we'll be able to sit behind the rabbit and hope they can't do anything. So here we see they have a cast of the Elechick. Elechick lets them search a Divine Runes for tackle and defense. Elechick is currently limited to 1 copy. Because of the Divine Runes that it can search. It can search Zeus, which we see right here, along with any of the other Divines, but Zeus being the best option. Zeus you can attach up to 4 spirits to, enchant up to 4 spirits to disenchant 1 target and opponent's Celestial and reduce its attack and defense by 3, so that will allow him to clear with the Elechick and swing in for 1 with the Rabbit. So. And of course that's actually what they will do right here. We'll pay out the spirit. And it's sad to see our first casted bunny go that quickly, but it's kind of the nature of this series. So they'll set 1 more card right there, pass it back over to us. I'm leaking cards right here, might need to adjust the camera again. I feel like once I finally get good at not leaking my hand, I watched one of these videos back and it's like all on the screen, so have to start paying attention to that once again. So we'll go ahead and cast out the Sprouter right here. Sprouter 3/5 lets us search an artifact on cast. See if Ari has any response here. Doesn't look like it, so we'll be able to grab one of the 2 targets. We'll go ahead and grab the Poison Tunic here. Poison Tunic to Omni Spirits. It gives the Enchanted Celestial -2 attack, and then if that Celestial is destroyed, that player controlling that Celestial has to expend 3 spirits. So decent way to get some burn damage and a nice attack reduction. So yeah, I'm thinking there we might be able, that Tunic might come in handy, but I'm thinking we can just go Sprouter over the Rabbit and be able to clear the Rabbit. Best case scenario, into 2 back row, not, you wouldn't think that would go through that easily, but that is the goal here, and that's exactly what happens. We will be able to get over the Rabbit with the Sprouter. Kind of not ideal to leave the Sprouter on board undefended without any back row, however, so what happens when you don't draw back row. So anyways, we'll pass it back over to Ari here. And they'll cast out a Nabi right here. So Nabi, great card. On receive of a Lunar Spirit, it reduces attack by 2 for anything that's not Lunar or Solar Enchanted. So able to get over the rabbit right there. And then the second effect of the Nabi triggers, and they are able to ascend into Doppelgator from hand or deck. Doppelgator, 2 cost, 5 attack, 4 defense, and it lowers attack of all it's the same as Navi, the non-lunar or solar enchanted Elestrals by 2 or by 1 for every lunar enchanting it. So he is able to attack with the newly ascended Gator and the Elechick for another 3 damage right there. So we'll take those 3 damage, and it's like we'll take play again. We'll go ahead and cast out the Golden Apple right there. Using a Leviathan this time, we'll drop the Caprigal out of hand. Caprigal, solid card, however, in this board state, we got to figure out something to get over this Gator, and it's not likely that we are going to be able to ascend over anything. So we'll drop the Gator, or the Caprigal, hit a Sorlet out of their hand. Actually, pretty solid hit on our part. And there should be a mill 2 coming, unless did I miss it? Did I miss it again? Oh my gosh, it's like episode 1 all over again. I missed the mill. I'll have to pay attention to that for next time. So like going to the spirit deck right here, trying to see what options I have. We know we got the Tunic in hand. I think I have Mudlet. Yeah, we go for a Mudlet here. This was actually a misplay. Yeah, before I commit, I switched it back up real quick and went into the Eddy. The Mudlet gets a -2 attack from the Gator. And so the Mudlet would have only been a 1 attack if I would have left it out there. So luckily I saw that fast enough before fully committing, and I'm able to swap out to the Eddy, try to get over, and luckily we somehow get through the back row, and we're able to take out the Elechick at least. So that's not too terrible. We set 1 card right there, and we'll pass it back over to Ari here. Ari throws out a Wind Spirit here, and we see a Hydrake. So turns out Ari is a massive Hydrake Twindra Pin-Terror fan. I think in the last, let's see, I'm recording this a couple days after, but on the February 23rd, there was another Premier tournament, and they played this Lunar Aggro Pin-Terror deck in that tournament as well. And I've seen Hydrake so many times, but I never remember like what it actually does. Like they all just flow into each other. So he crashes right there. His own Hydrake will also get hit by his Doppelgator, so he'll crash right there. With my Eddy, and then be able to immediately cast out the Twindra and then swing for another 4 damage right there. So Hydrake's pretty. I know I say, you know, we always have the worst matchup, or this is the worst matchup for us, but Hydrake Twindra Pin-Terror is actually pretty insane against us. So we already had enough issues with the Gator here, and now the Twindra just makes that even worse. So don't have anything in hand to try to get through this, so we'll just go with an expended draw and not really see anything to help us, unfortunately. So we'll pass it back over here. I'm just going to hold on to the spirit deck because I know we're about to take a lot of damage. They'll cast out the spec right there and swing for a total of 5 damage. And so I've got 1 spirit left in spirit deck right at this point, and things are looking bleak. Can't even fire off an Earthquake if I wanted to, and we will just scoop there. So to the Verituka, the Mudlet, the Nander Sloth, the Lycavolt, and the Rummagem in hand. Unfortunately, another L dropped to 1 in 19, I believe. And yeah, on to game 2. Alright, fresh off that game 1 loss against Ari, we are back here, game 2 against the same person. And gonna see if we can pick up the win. We're on what's 2 loss streak now, 1 in 19, so hopefully we can turn it around here. Ari, lucky now starts off with an Ash Rabbit again. It's the ideal opening, going first in Elestrals. So anyways, look at the top 3, add 1 to hand. Ari actually brought up a good point when I was talking to them about this series. They were saying that it might be a good idea. Like currently, I only have a way of getting the pity packs or an actual core set pack from winning a game. However, it'd be cool to do like a tournament pack or maybe even like a structure deck. So might start to think about some kind of reward there. Anyways, yeah, they'll Ash Rabbit set 2, and we luckily open the Earthquake, so we'll be able to take care of that money pretty quick. But yeah, back to the idea. So anyways, structure deck and tournament pack. It'd be cool to somehow get one of those into the rewards. If you guys have any ideas for that, I was thinking like a structure deck would obviously be pretty crazy because like, especially, I mean, if we random spin it, you know, it might not be too bad, but like if I was just to say like, hey, give me the new Posthumous starter deck that has like 2 PTA, 2 Gaze, an Ambro in it. I think it's even got multiple Earthquake copies, which obviously I can't use more than one anyways. But anyways, pretty good deck is what I'm saying. That would be kind of crazy. So I was thinking maybe if I get to like a point where I'm like 100 losses over my wins or something crazy, that like maybe we could get like a pity structure deck. I don't know, we'll see. But if you guys have any ideas, feel free to let me know. Anyways, after the EQ, we'll cast out the Cora Brawl here. Cora Brawl, the 2/2 water that allows us to look at the opponent's face down rooms, and if there's any non-counter rooms, they get destroyed. And Ari flips up a Tsunami and PTA there, so we know what we're working against right here. And the Golden Apple is glued to our opening hand, so we'll go ahead and cast out another one. And just like game one, the first one that we cast out would discard then Harpoon, and we'll be able to hit a card out of their hand. Hopefully we can hit something that we know they're on a pretty aggressive deck, so hopefully we can hit something good. We hit a Galaxy right there, so leaving them with 2 cards in hand. We know about the PTA and the Tsunami, and we go ahead and opt to just swing one for the Cora Brawl right here, or with the Cora Brawl rather, and we'll pass it back over. So let's see, Ari will go here, and unfortunately for us, they draw into the Ganabi. Nabi obviously going to reduce our Core Brawl, get over, and be able to ascend. So instantly on their second turn of the clash, they're able to get out the Doppelgator, and we are already down an Earthquake. So yeah, these aggressive decks are just kind of killing us over and over again. Anyways, we'll see if we can come back from the Gator here. But yeah, back to the potential rewards. Not too sure about like a tournament pack. I think the tournament pack, the cards in both the TP1 and TP2 or I guess they're organized play 1 and organized play 2 are pretty crazy. Like some of the commons are, you know, rabbits in the first one, Viscerus is in one of them, hurricanes in the second one. Like there's some pretty crazy cards in there. So I don't know, maybe if we can string together some wins or something, that'd be kind of cool. But anyways, they'll pass it back over to us. We'll cast out the second Golden Apple here, discard the Drops of Leaf, and actually now that I don't think they milled for the first Golden Apple either, so I'll have to start paying attention to that harder. We hit the Sorlet out of their hand here, and we'll go ahead and cast out the Rummagem. So actually in this game, I believe I opened both Golden Apple, which was kind of solid, just because we can hit some cards out of their hand. Obviously, would have been nice to hit the Nabi, but I believe after the game they told me that they drew it off the top of the deck anyways, so not really much we could have done. But we could have casted both Golden Apples, but we would have been left without any cards in hand, and I really wanted to save this Rummagem to get a follow-up. So we'll go ahead and Rummagem, search out the Sprouter. My thought process here was we could search out the Necklace, equip the Sprouter with the Necklace, and that would contest the Gator. We obviously know there's a PTA and a Tsunami set, so without the Chain set, even if we did have the Chain set, obviously they have an out either way, so not super ideal here. But they will go ahead and swing over the Rummagem with a newly casted Nabi, and they'll give me a little jump scare right here. They were like, activate Nabi effect, and I was like, what? You play 2 Gator? And they're like, nah, fail to find. So anyways, they'll jump scare me right there, get a couple more damage in, and pass it back over. And so we know we have the Sprouter in hand. You can see because I'm leaking hand right there. We also drew the Toxion for a turn, and we'll go ahead and cast out the Sprouter. I could have went into attack and tried to contest, however, like I said, I knew the back row here, so I figured we'd just go ahead and get the Sprouter out, search the artifact, and then we have the Toxion in hand next turn. They will flip up the PTA on the Sprouter, PTA giving it -2 attack, and then during the end phase you can expend spirits equal to the enchantment cost of the targeted Elestral in order to destroy it. So yeah, they'll be able to clear our Sprouter right here next turn, get some good damage out, and we will add that Necklace to hand. So we have Necklace and Toxion in hand, so at least we have some way to contest what they have next turn. We'll go end phase, and they'll pay out the PTA right there, destroying the Sprouter. So we have an open board, passing it back over, not ideal. Holding onto the Spirit deck again here, just because, like I said, these aggressive decks are able to kill us very quickly. They'll go with an Expended Jaw right there, just go straight to battle, and attack for a few spirits. So I'll pay out the Vipyros right there. I don't think the Chains is going to do anything here, and a Thunder Spirit will draw a card. You can see right there, yeah, I'm leaking really bad. I didn't realize it was this bad, but we drew the Shield right there for turn, which obviously Shield good card. It was just too late at this point. We're down pretty low on spirits. We do have an option though. We have the Toxion, and I did throw the Thunder Spirit on here, not thinking. I know they had the Tsunami set. I don't know what the other two are. However, I could have just misenchanted it with water, so I know I don't die to Tsunami, and then thrown out the necklace. That would have at least let me dodge the Tsunami. I don't know what else they had set, but looking back at it, I actually think I noticed this during the Clash 2. Anyways, so we'll force them to expend with the Toxion effect. And at this point, we don't really have an option. If we just sit here trying to play defense, we're just going to lose anyways. So might as well go ahead and throw out the necklace. Just trying to figure out which spirits to enchant it with here. We opt to go with a water and a wind. We will throw out the necklace, enchant it to the Toxion. Set the shield, and we'll attempt to swing. And yeah, they flip the Tsunami. So like I said, I'm a dummy. I should have realized that. It's wild, like, how some of these little things slip my mind when I'm playing Colosseum. Like, I did the premiere a couple days ago and was lucky enough to finish 17th, which is my best finish so far, 5-2. But then I make a little mistake like that. Like I said, not that it may not have mattered, but, you know, something I just need to be wary of. So, anyways, you play and you learn. So, anyways, they will take play right here, cast out a Hydrake, and yeah, this is just basically the end of the clash for us. Switch everything back to attack. I also had to pay out 2 spirits for necklace at the end of the turn, which also hurts, and then yeah, we only have 1 spirit, so that's another loss. We'll flip up and show them the shield that we have that we still haven't casted, maybe one day. And yeah, they had some other, I mean, Zeus and Laurels, man, if we just played around the Tsunami, it would have been fine. But anyways, GG Ari, thanks for getting some games, and we will see you guys back in the next episode of Elestrals Colosseum. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. That I'm seeing how that helps and why YouTubers say that so often. But yeah, if you guys had a good time, feel free to do that, and yeah, we'll see you next episode.